Okay, this morning I want to show you why I've been watching the Japanese yen and hopefully show you the importance of how a magenta peak will determine market action on the lower time frames. Now, as you can see back here on the radar screen, all of the yen pairs, the euro, the USD, the GBP, Swiss franc, Aussie, and the New Zealand all have magenta peaks. So, and if you notice, the ADX is blue in all of these columns. That tells me that we should have a downtrend develop on the lower time frames. So when I'm trading spot Forex, usually the lowest time frame I will trade will be the 15 minute. So I simply look to see what each pair is doing as far as ADX values in peak values. You can see the Swiss franc had a magenta peak value of 12.9. That means it was a very, very strong peak rating. So I pull up the 15 minute. It's at the ATR on diverging volume. That just gives me an entry. As you can see, I've already taken Clipper 1. You can also see that the euro yen pulled back to the ATR, diverging volume, also gave you an entry. Over on the USD yen, you can see that it's pulled back to the ATR here on diverging volume. There's an entry on the USD JPY. Over on the Aussie yen, pulled back to the ATR here. Now this one, it looks like it's increasing volume, so that one I would not have entered. And then of course you have the GBP JPY. Again, you did not get your diverging volume until this bar here. Now let me go back a minute, because on the Aussie yen you did get diverging volume here, so you could have had an entry here, but I was looking at just pulling back to the ATR. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different currencies that gave you a potential entry point. As I said, I'm only in the Swiss franc yen, already at break even on this, so it really doesn't matter what it does at this point. But this is why I watch for the magenta peaks on the higher time frames, especially on the spot side, because on the spot side, unlike the future side, if you were trading the yen futures, you only have the yen futures, whereas on the spot side you have multiple currencies that typically will be going in the same direction. So you have a lot more trades and a lot more profitability there, as long as they are all adhering to your trading plan.